So I think it's like build yourself up, work on your career, work on that book, work on that whatever you're doing. It's like do it because that's how you're gonna build yourself up when the wave comes of hatred.
No, I think there's actually something
Period.
like incredible to be said in there about like reclaiming spaces that are typically seen as like masculine for us. You
Hmm.
know, like you talked about like entering the gym and like typically you'd see it as like a very masculine action, but I also feel extremely feminine when I'm in the gym. Like even if I'm
Hmm.
doing the most like bro pump ever, I'm like all like just doing like a million sets of arms and being like, yeah, I look jacked as shit right now. You know, like that is still feminine for me. You know, like that's still I'm still having a moment where I'm like, oh yeah, like this doesn't feel masculine anymore because I'm doing it as me. You know, I think a lot of trans femmes in particular tend to get bogged down on like what is masculine, what is feminine, when in reality like we define that for ourselves, you know? Like and I mean like to go back to the question, like psychologically, I think that's the best thing you could probably do to like really claim like womanhood is to claim the things that were previously seen as not part of womanhood for you as womanhood, you know? Yeah, that was the big thing.
I will say like earlier on, I tried to go more hyper femme, thinking like that was something that I needed to do to be accepted and like slowly and bit by bit because I never wanted to be because I always felt boxed in by masculinity. And so like the last thing I ever want is to feel like boxed in by femininity, in a way that like that's like not who I am, So it's like I've tried to bring back interests I mean, like stuff that it shouldn't even be considered masculine or not, but it's like there would have been a time a couple years ago that I would have been afraid to like talk to a coworker about like, playing Elden Ring or something like that, like thinking like they would just think like, oh, you have that hobby because you grew up a dude. Um, and like now it's like I don't really give a shit about that or even like swearing. Like there was a time that I was like, people don't consider that ladylike, but now I don't really care. So yeah, I have been trying to figure out that sort of fine balance of just like who am I? And like that uh, is a road that I keep progressing down ultimately. But yeah,
I was gonna say like especially like being in the content creation space like myself like there is definitely a moment where you get to a certain number of years being trans and you're like what the hell do I talk about, what the hell do I post about,
yeah,
because
exactly.
like I have always refused to be just another like transitorial content creator because then that's a whole another like cup of worms of like what defines transness and what defines like how you should transition, what defines this or that. And I think that a lot of us, especially as we get older, should start looking at like different ways of engaging with that kind of content. You know, engaging with ourselves through that kind of content. And like, I think the less we try and fit into those boxes. I mean, people were in the chat were saying like, oh, like I feel boxed, and like I totally relate. But sometimes we have to like sit back, maybe go to therapy, as somebody has you know said that we should be at some point. Um, and let go of like those boxes that we've been sticking ourselves in, you know. And it's an ever evolving process. Like I can completely relate to like I have no clue what to post sometimes because I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it extends the rest of my life where I'm like, what do I wear? What do I like? Who do I want to be today? And the fact of the matter is that like I am asking the question, so I get to choose, right? Maybe that's a tangent, but you know.
A lot of people, and I'm talking about cisgender people, um, tend to live in a prison of their own identity because they don't
Yeah.
know anything better. They've never had to question it. The world put it up in a platter for them and told them, okay, this is the path you're supposed to follow. No questions asked. We will actually celebrate you every step of the way. Every achievement will be, we're gonna throw a party for you, and then they don't have to question it. They don't have to wonder why is it that the
At
world
this, sorry to cut you off, but I would say even though they don't question it, at the same time they still feel I would say the
the
constraints of
pressure.
that box. Yeah, because like
Yeah.
many dudes are constantly very concerned about being emasculated at every step of, so that's like a totally just
Especially by
anxious
trans
world
women.
that that
Yes.
they're constantly moving through.
Gender men are the most, I hate to say it, but it's, and I don't want to make them like the victim, but that truly is sad to see how constricted and how much of a mental prison they have to live in.